My name is Ruth Carter, and I'm a licensed attorney in Arizona. And I'm also the owner of Carter Law Firm in Phoenix. And today I want to talk a little bit about how to be anonymous online. Now, the First Amendment protects your right to speak anonymously. But if that is something you want to do, you have to take steps to protect your anonymity. For one, when you create an account, don't use your real name. And don't use your regular email address to create it. Use some type of dummy, Gmail, Hotmail, whatever email account, so that if anyone traces it back, they don't trace it back directly to you. You also want to be careful about what you post when you post things anonymously, that you don't share too much personal information. There could be someone out there watching who is piecing together information about you in an attempt to unmask you. And if you release too much, they may be able to do it. And there's nothing wrong with unmasking somebody if you leave out enough hints about who you are. Another thing to keep in mind is every internet source has a unique IP address, which means that the internet source can be traced if necessary. So if you really want to be anonymous, never post from an anonymous account from your home or your work internet source, because if there's only one person in your home and they trace the IP address back to you, there you go, you've just been unmasked. You want to use some type of public internet, like at coffee shops and libraries, where even if the IP address is traced, they're not going to be able to pinpoint it to you. Other things to keep in mind is when you select avatars that go with your anonymous persona, don't use a real picture of yourself, even an altered true picture of yourself, because there could be somebody out there who knows how to trace it back. And I've seen at least one situation where that's how an anonymous person was unmasked, was they used a picture of themselves, and the original showed their face and had it tagged with their name. So don't do that. Go onto Creative Commons and find a photo. If you do choose to post photographs through your anonymous persona, make sure that the metadata on it is either removed, or that things like the GPS information was not embedded in the original image, so that way it's less likely that it could be traced back to you. So those are kind of some general suggestions for how to remain anonymous. But remember, once you put something out there, it can never be fully taken back. So if you are ever unmasked, you may regret the things you posted online when you thought you were being anonymous. So even when you're posting things anonymously, don't post anything online that you wouldn't put on the front page of the newspaper, and assume that everything that you post will eventually be seen by your best friend, your worst enemy, your boss, and your mother. If you don't want one of those 4 people to see something that you posted, maybe you shouldn't post it, even anonymously. So be careful out there, and I will catch up with you later. Take care.